Hey guys, welcome back to Mgtow Monday. Sorry that I have the fan going on in the background, so if my voice kind of sounds weird, it's because of this fan. It's kind of hot in here. So, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't really plan anything for Mgtow Monday today. I was just thinking, well, just go with the flow. So, we'll see. I'll see how that goes. Well, we'll see. But I guess I just want to talk about how Mgtow content. I usually notice like around Mgtow content that it's aimed towards women, and I'm not saying like they need to lessen up on women and all that, because that's not the case. I think we need to be hard on them, and I think we need to be hard on ourselves as well, because we do have an epidemic, well, I guess pandemic really, with simps and cucks and just weak men in general. I'll be the first to say that men these days need to be better, as in working on themselves. And I think I talked about this before, a video, like a previous Mgtow video or two before, so sorry if I'm kind of like repeating it, but I gotta keep putting it in there, because I don't want people to forget. I think we shouldn't even forget about this stuff, because it's like forgetting a piece of ourselves, really. And I just want men to have more self-respect for themselves. I was talking to a friend of mine today about the whole iDubbbz thing, and if you don't know who iDubbbz is, that's okay. To save you a headache, really, iDubbbz was known for the content cop stuff against like who's the guy that they always compared to as like a like one of those yard gnomes. Can't think of his name, but Keemstar. He made content about like Keemstar and like other people as well that were like when YouTube drama was big back in the day, like back in 2016, 2017, right around there, and how he basically fell because his wife, I think he's married. His wife is on OnlyFans posting NSFW pictures of herself. I never seen it, nor do I care about it. But the reason why this conversation came up is because when I was like kind of surfing on Twitter, there was this meme where she shaved her hair off, and she has all these tattoos on her, and she's basically posing for a picture, I guess, for her OnlyFans or whatever, and someone put a caption on there saying like, I can't believe, this is iDubbbz's wife or whatever. And it just shows that modern women are just, I don't know what to say about them, man. It's like I gotta be cautious with them, because and it's not just me, it's a lot of men who need to be cautious, because it could be like, what you call it, like a bait and switch, basically. You think you're getting this, but in reality you're getting something entirely different, and no one likes bait and switches. So oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So that's how the conversation came up between me and my friend. And it's like I see iDubbbz now as like a weak man, because why would you want, and it's not like me like attacking him or harassing him, it's just I'm just questioning, like, why would you want your significant other be posting pictures, NSFW pictures of herself on a site that's known for uh, not safe for work stuff with women, you know, and I'm just like trying to think, like, does he enjoy it actually, or is he just saving face, and he actually is tearing himself apart inside, sparing himself from the humiliation and the embarrassment and all that. I mean, all the power to him if he enjoys that or whatever, but this is proof that men these days are just weak. And I'm not saying a lot of us are weak, but I'm not saying all of us are weak, but I'm saying like a lot. There is a lot that I'm seeing that will just roll over and do stuff for a woman, or compete against other men for a woman. If you have to compete with other men just to get a woman's hand, I think you should walk away from that and just let the fools dance for her, because at the end of the day, you're not a fool. You're not a puppet for them to be entertained by or whatever. And no, it's not like oh, why'd you walk away, bro? You're so weak or whatever. Don't go with the usual train of thought where they use the shaming tactics on you, the shame language. They're gonna do that regardless, but in the end, you're gonna be saving yourself a major headache, and you'll be focusing on whatever you actually like. And more times out of 10, or more. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted today, but more times, likely is that it usually is not gonna go well when those guys. When that guy finally earns that woman's hand, and then, the marriage or dating or marriage falls through. It wouldn't surprise me. Usually, that's what usually happens. Now, yes, there are some exceptions where things still hold up, but I mean, come on now. This is the modern day. This is 2021. This isn't like a fairy tale or anything, man. You need people who are in a relationship to respect each other, and I mean, like, respect the boundaries and just cherish each other. But I'm not really seeing that today. Maybe that worked back then, like in the 1940s, 50s, 60s even, but I just think that men have just allow themselves to be entertainers instead of being seen as human beings. And it is our fault for being the simps and cucks and all that. Because when you're like that, you basically you have no respect for yourself, and of course your partner's not gonna have respect for you. We've all been guilty of being, a simp. I don't know about a cuck. Well, I definitely know back then when I was the innocent young D Rhino. I was a simp somewhat, and I learned from my mistake, and I'm growing. I'm evolving like a Pokemon. And with each new level I gain, or I achieve, I learn a thing or two about myself. I don't think a lot of men are learning a thing about themselves, really. They got a concept, but they will try to say, yeah, I know what I'm like, and I know what I like, and blah blah blah. Okay, but what happens if this scenario plays out, or that scenario? What now? What will happen? And I think about that too myself. If something comes up in my life and I like, how would I respond to that? It's a good way of thinking, really. As to, I guess it's like mental fortitude, like prepare yourself for it. You just, hopefully it doesn't happen, but life is just unpredictable. Even when you're in control, life can be unpredictable. And I think we all know that. I hope we all know that. So I just think that men need to start rising up and start showing people that we are not there to entertain or be fools or be fooled, and we want to be treated like how women want to be treated, with respect. I don't know about the whole equality part, and don't get me wrong, no, I'm not saying like, oh, we should take away women's rights. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I mean by equality in a way is by nature. Everyone is born different. Everyone has, usually a different pair of genes. And yeah, of course we can be related to somebody, but we have different skills. We excel at different things, My thing is I'm good at literature, but I'm not that great with math. I'm not terrible, but I'm not that great with math. Unlike someone I know in my family, they're very good with math. However, they suck at literature. See what I mean? That's what I mean by like nature. Like as a way like when nature comes in. Because not everyone is born equal. That's just the fact of things. But we can have laws and rules in place to keep people equal with equal rights and all that. And this isn't like me trying to get political or anything, but it just pops in my mind as I speak about this, because look at how men are treated in entertainment. You got the bumbling idiot of a husband or man, and he usually gets shown up by a woman who's smarter and all this and that. Rarely do we, and there are some characters out there who, female characters who are dumb and all that, but it's usually, what did we grow up with? Men being the idiots. And of course we got the superheroes and all that as well. We got villains, But I just think that mainstay really is just it's just I hate using this word, problematic. God, that sounds stupid. Makes me sound like I'm an SJW. Because you want good men, you want good people, you want a good woman in a community to help make a community healthy, to keep a community healthy. That's the whole goal of having a respectable relationship or partnership or whatever, is that you want to have a functioning community that then goes up into a functioning society. Now, if you don't have that, then what happens? Well, look at what happened last year with the whole riots and all that, when they're trying to cover up as protesting. Those were riots, man. When you have a lot of lost people ganging up, and just all their frustration comes out, that's not a good look. That's a failure on parents. That's a failure on a lot of things. No one really can't be blamed, because I guess people can be blamed, but it's just it comes to show that there's a lot of failure on different sides when you consider it. I remember I used to hate watching reality TV shows, because I thought they were dumb. And don't get me wrong, they are still dumb. They usually are. But I learned a thing or two. I learned a thing by when I watched him. I actually, when I watch these dating or love shows or whatever, I can easily predict how things will go, just because I've seen it so many times with different people, but same scenario usually. Now there were some successful ones there. I congratulate them, but I wonder, like, hey, how long is this gonna last? I mean, I'm not trying to sound pessimistic, but you got to look at things realistically. Like, how long is this gonna last? Everything lasts forever, man. Life doesn't last forever. You don't last forever. I don't last forever. And I accept that. Because that's a part of life. As soon as people, I think that's what plays in it too, is that people just, they can't really accept the reality of things. And that's not like, I'm not saying like everything, but they can't accept certain things because maybe they're afraid. Maybe, I think that's what it is. Maybe they're afraid. I could be wrong. Could be something else. But that's my opinion. But yeah, definitely with this Mgtow video, I just think men need to stop chasing girls, need to stop chasing people who are not worth their time and effort, and they need to start chasing actual goals that will come to aid them in the future. It may not be instant, but it will help out in the long run. And I've been doing that. I got a couple of things going. I've already accomplished a couple of things as well. Now that's up to me though, whether or not it helps me. And I made sure that I got knowledge in different areas of work that will always be there, that won't be temporary. I think that we might be heading into a difficult time, maybe, if this keeps on going. And I just want people to stay true to themselves, to do what is right. Usually if you do something that is right, there's no consequences usually. However, when you do something that's wrong or bad and you know it's wrong, it's going to come up with a lot of consequences, and it's just going to be a waste of time. So why waste time making bad decisions? How about you save time making good decisions? That's something to think about. Sorry if this became a rant, guys. Like I said, I'm just going on the fly with this one, but I hope I made some sense here. So let me have a drink of this. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for listening to another Mgtow Monday video. Peace out.